Yo, and hello there, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back my fellow pixelators, and welcome back to another Minecraft pixel tutorial build on Nami from the Wano. As you can see today, we're now going to be moving in finally to colouring again the design, so using all the blocks that we need for the design. And then for today's part, we're going to try and get quite a bit done. We're going to be getting the left side, so part of the sachet hair done today. We're doing this left arm, we're doing the chest area. We won't be doing these hair strips come down here though. We're doing the patterns, we're doing the neck, and we may or may not do the right arm. We will do the part of the other sachet there, and maybe that piece of hair there, but we might not do the right arm because there's quite a lot to do in there, and it's like exactly that same pattern there going to there, which means that's a lot of extra detail. And then obviously we've got this symbol to do over here, and we've got more shading to do over there, so there's quite a lot to do, so we might leave the right arm for another part. With that being said though, without further ado, let's get straight away into today's blocks. Once again, I'll put a list on the screen so you can see all the blocks, and I'll just go through all the blocks as well. So we'll be using our yellow concrete, yellow terracotta, orange wool, orange terracotta, cut sandstone, oak wood planks, light blue wool, cyan wool, snow, and our blue concrete powder. Once again, there'll be a list on the screen so you can pause the video at any point in time to grab all the blocks that are needed. For our first two colours that we're going to use for today, we're going to be using our yellow concrete and our yellow terracotta. And for the first area, we're going to fly all the way over to the left hand side. So to where we very first started, over to this area right here, as you can see. So we're just going to fly all the way into this area. And there we go. Well, once you have flown to this area right here, for the area that we're going to go off in this area, we're going to fly to all these up left diagonals going up right here. So where you can see we've got 6 up left diagonals in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And we're going to be flying to the very 6th up left diagonal. So all the way to this one right here. Once you've flown all the way to this 6th up left diagonal right here, we're going to take out our yellow terracotta. Once you've taken out your yellow terracotta, we're going to place one going to the right from the 6th up left diagonal. And there you go. Once he places one going to the right here, we're then going to place 2 on top of here. So 1, 2. And there you go. Once he places 2 on top, we're then going to do a right diagonal from here. And there we go. And once he does a right diagonal right here, we're then going to place one going to the right from here. Just like so. Once he places one going to the right, we're then going to do another right diagonal. And there you go. And once he does a right diagonal, we're then going to place one going to the right from here. And there we go. Once he places one going to the right, we're then going to do another right diagonal from here. Just like so. And once he does a right diagonal, we're then going to place 3 going to the right from here. So 1, 2 and 3. And there you go. Once he places 3 going to the right here, we're then going to do another right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once there's a right diagonal right here, we're then going to place 4 going to the right from here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, just like so. Once he places 4 to the right, we're then going to do a right diagonal from here, just like so. And we're then going to place 1 going to the right from here. And there we go. Once he places 1 going to the right here, we're then going to do 1 right diagonal from here. And there you go. As you can see, that 1 right diagonal does connect on top of this black concrete line right here, and if it does, that means we've done everything correctly so far. So now for the explaining. So what we usually do, for those that don't know what we usually do, we usually mark out one side with one colour, and then what we do is we take our other colour that we're going to use for this area. So we're going to use yellow concrete, and once you've taken out your yellow concrete, we're going to place the yellow concrete on top of the yellow terracotta and to the left. The reason why we do this is so we mark out both areas, and so you know which colour goes in which area. And also it means you don't make mistakes, because if you just left it yellow terracotta and you're like, oh yeah, yellow concrete's going to be in here, you might accidentally spill over yellow terracotta into this area if you didn't mark out your yellow concrete, and that's going to, well, that means you're going to go wrong, and that means you have to come back to the video. Henceforth, why we take out our other colour, so which is our yellow concrete, and we just mark on top of the yellow terracotta. And there you go. As you can see, we should be looking like that right there. So again, as you can see now, yellow terracotta is going to go all underneath into here, and all down into here, and our yellow concrete is going to go all above, all to the left, and all down here. Again, for those that usually do this, you already know what's going on. For those that don't usually know, this is how it works. So we mark out both areas, and also it saves us from explaining the other side, because all we got to do is just fill it on top, which makes things nice and easy. Once we have done this though, we are now going to zoom out, and we're going to fly over to the right into this hair strip right here. So this one right here. So we got kind of a couple of strips. We got one strip there, the second strip there, and another strip up here. We're going to be flying to this first strip, going to the left right here, so this one right here. And we're going to be using our orange wool and our orange terracotta. Once you've taken out these two blocks, we're going to be starting with our orange terracotta. So we're going to fly all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to fly to this middle black concrete line right here. So the middle piece going in the hair, we're flying to that piece right there. Once you have flown to this middle piece of the black concrete, with our orange terracotta, we're going to place two going to the left from here. So 1 and 2, and there you go. As you can see, we should be looking like that right there so far. Once you place that 2 going to the left, and the second one you place to the left, we're then going to place 11 going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, just like so. Once you place 11 on top, we're then going to do a right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this right diagonal right here, we're then going to place 3 on top of here. So 1, 2, and 3. Once you place this 3 on top, we're then going to do another right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this right diagonal, we're then going to place 1 on top this time. And there you go. Once you place this 1 on top, do another right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this right diagonal, we're then going to place 2 on top this time. So 1 and 2, just like so. And once you place 2 on top, do another right diagonal from here. And there you go. Once you've done this right diagonal right here, we're then going to place 1 on top of here, just like so. And once you place this 1 on top, we're then going to repeat this 2 here, 2 more times, going up in an upright diagonal direction. So do an upright diagonal, place 1 on top, that's 1. Another upright diagonal, another 1 on top, and that's 2. And there you go. As you can see, we should have 3 of those tubes in total, going up in the upright diagonal direction. So 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. If you got 3 of them, fly back towards the end one. And once you've flown back towards the end one, we're then going to do 2 upright diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. And there you go. And once you've done the second upright diagonal, we're then going to place 1 on top of here, just like so. And once you place this 1 on top, we're then going to do 3 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. As you can see, that third upright diagonal should connect on top of this 1 upright diagonal on the black concrete, and also connects to the right of this line right here, just like so. Once we have done this, we're now going to mark our other colour. So taking our orange wool, as you can tell, orange wool is going to go on the left hand side of the orange terracotta. So we're just going to mark this out nice and quick. And there we go. As you can see, orange wool is going to go on this left hand side going down here. And as you can see, orange terracotta is going to go on the right hand side. Once we have done this, moving into the next sector over to the right here. As you can see, this sector right here, part of the hair still. We can take our orange terracotta, and orange terracotta is going to go all inside here. Obviously, I'm not going to fill this in now. I'll fill this in at the end of the video. So what I'm going to do, and what everyone else should do, unless you're going to want to pause the video now and fill it all in right now, you can do that. Or what you can do instead is you just fill a bit at the bottom. Just fill 1 or 2 lines. And there you go. And that basically just sets a reminder to you that all orange terracotta is going inside there. Again, you do have the option of pausing the video and filling it all in now. Or you can wait to the end of the video and where I show you my end result, so you see a reference if you want a reference. With that being said though, moving into our next section, we're going to fly up a bit into this next little small hair strip that's coming off the arm right here, or I guess not really off the arm, it's behind the arm, but as you can see there. And we're going to be flying to that area, and once again same colours as per usual, orange wool and orange terracotta. And for our area that we're going to go off over here, we're going to fly to the left hand side to all of these up left diagonals right here. And for the up left diagonal that we're going to go up the third up left diagonal. So starting from the bottom, as you can see, we're going to go off the third up left diagonal. So we're going to count 3 going up from here. So 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, this is the third one right here. So it's the middle of the 5 up left diagonals, as you can see as well. Once you have flown to this one right here though, with our orange terracotta, we're going to place 6 going to the right from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there you go. Once you place 6 going to the right, we're then going to do a right diagonal from here, just like so. And we're then going to place 1 going to the right from here, and there we go. Once you place that 1 to the right, we're then going to do another right diagonal, just like so. And we're then going to place 1 going to the right from here, and there you go. As you can see, that 1 you place going to the right should connect to the left of this 1 up left diagonal right here out of the 2. That's also on top of this 2 right here as well. And if you have connected to there, that means you've done everything correctly so far. So once again, we're going to take our orange wool, and orange wool is going to go on top of the orange terracotta. And there you go. So as you can see, all orange wool is going to go up and above here, and orange terracotta is going to go underneath here. Once we've done this, we're now going to zoom out, and we're now going to mark out a bit of shading in the arm. So we're just going to zoom out just so we can get everything in frame so far. And there you go. So then, we only have really one area to kind of shade for the arm. Well, actually, it's kind of like a joint shaded area. But for our area for the arm, we're going to go off. We're going to be going off this area over here, as you can probably already tell. Where we've got this one line going up here. But we need to leave us for a nice area to go off. So we're going to fly to the very bottom 2 of this line that's connecting to the bigger line here. So as you can see, that 2 right there, we're literally going to be flying to that 2. And we're going to be flying to the top of the 2. So flying all the way to the top of this 2 right here. And once you've flown to the top of this 2, for the 2 blocks we are using for this area, we'll be using our cut sandstone and our oak wood planks. And for our first colour, we'll be using our oak wood planks, as that will be the shaded area. And once you've taken out your oak wood planks and you've flown to the top of this 2 that's connected to this big line, we're going to place 6 going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just like so. Once you place 6 on top right here, we're then going to place 1 going to the left from here, just like so. And once you place this 1 going to the left right here, we're then going to do 9 up left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, just like so. Once you've done this 9th up left diagonal right here, we're then going to place 2 going underneath from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. And once you place this 2 underneath, we're then going to do a bottom right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this bottom right diagonal right here, we're then going to place 1 going underneath from here, just like so. And once you place this 1 underneath, we're then going to do another bottom right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this bottom right diagonal, we're then going to place 3 going underneath here. So 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. Once you place this 3 underneath, we're then going to do another bottom right diagonal from here. Just like so. And once you've done this bottom right diagonal, we're then going to place 2 going underneath from here. So 1 and 2. And there you go. Once you place this 2 underneath right here, we're then going to do another bottom right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this bottom right diagonal, we're then going to place 4 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there you go. Once you place 4 underneath, we're then going to do another bottom right diagonal from here. Just like so. And we're then going to place 2 going underneath from here. So 1 and 2. And there you go. Once you place this 2 underneath, we're then going to do another bottom right diagonal from here. Just like so. And once you've done this bottom right diagonal, we're then going to place 11 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And there you go. As you can see, that 11 you place underneath right there should connect on top of this 2 right here. And if it does, that means you've done everything correctly so far. So as you can see, we do have 5 2s going up in an right diagonal direction. It connects on top of the second 2 going up in an right diagonal direction. And if it does, that does mean we've done everything correctly so far right here. So then, Once we have done this, we're now going to take our cut sandstone, and cut sandstone is going to go all on the left hand side of the oak wood, and it's also going to go on top of it over here as well. So without further ado, let's mark this out. And there we go. So as you can see, all oak wood's going to go inside there and the one side down here. And as you can see, cut sandstone is literally going to go all on the rest of the outside in this arm section. Once we've done this, we're now going to move on to the clothing. So we're going to be moving into this section first, as we've got kind of like a couple of layers of clothing, I guess you could say. We've got one layer here, that's kind of like another layer, or another section, that's like another section, and another section there. But starting into this section first, as you can see right here, without further ado, let's start with the flower symbols first. And actually, we can start with all the flower symbols if you want. So, because we're going to take out our snow, and this is all one colour. So this pattern, that pattern over there, that pattern over there, and that pattern. And also that is part of another pattern, but obviously it's getting cut off because of this part coming over it. All of these patterns right here, all 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, is all going to be filled in with snow. So what we can do, we can just fill in a bit at the bottom. Again, you can either pause the video and fill it all in now if you want to do that, or if you just want to do what I'm doing and wait to the end, then you can do that as well. Again, also, if you can't tell, that is not part of the pattern, obviously, that's part of the clothing there, just inside here. Just mark the one out, and then mark the second one out as well. And then flying over to the right hand side, again this small symbol right here is also filled in with snow. And there we go. And moving over to here, again as you can see that 2 gap is not part of the pattern, again part of the clothing on the outside where the light blue will be going. And there we go. Next pattern up here. And then over to here as well. And there you go. So again, as you can see, snow is going to go all inside each of these patterns right here. Once you have marked this out right here, we're now going to zoom out and fly back over to the left hand side, so back into this section right here, and mark out the rest for these sections in here. So then we got 2 areas to mark for this section. So for our first area, we're going to fly all the way up. Once again, as you can see, we've got a couple of black concrete coming out to the right here. And we're going to be flying to the very top of right diagonal. So the one singular up right diagonal right here. We're going to be flying all the way to the top of that. And for the area, or for the colours we'll be using for the clothing, we'll be using our light blue wool and our cyan wool. Starting off with our cyan wool, once you have flown to this one up right diagonal right here, we're going to place 2 cyan wool on top of this one up right diagonal. So 1 and 2, and there you go. Once you place this 2 on top, we're going to do an up right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this up right diagonal right here, we're then going to place 2 on top of here, so 1 and 2 just like so. And once you place this 2 on top, we're then going to do another up right diagonal from here. And there you go. Once you've done this up right diagonal right here, we're then going to place 5 on top of here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like so. And once you place 5 on top, we're then going to do another up right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this up right diagonal right here, we're then going to place another 5 going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like so. And once you place this 5 on top right here, we're then going to do another right diagonal from here, just like so. Once in this right diagonal, we're then going to place another 1 on top. Once you place this 1 on top right here, we're then going to place 1 going to the left from here. Then once you place this 1 going to the left, we're then going to fly back into the right by 1, so back to this right corner. And we're then going to place 2 going up from here, so 1 and 2, and there you go. Once you place this 2 on top, we're then going to zoom out and fly back to the one that we just placed to the left. So back to this one right here. And once you're flying back to this one right here, we're going to place one going underneath from here. And there we go. Once you place this one underneath right here, we're then going to do a bottom left diagonal from here, just like so. So as you can see, we should be looking like that so far. And once we've done this bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place two going underneath from here. So 1 and 2, and there you go. Once you place this 2 underneath, we're then going to do a bottom left diagonal from here. And there we go. And once you've done this bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place one going underneath from here. And there you go. And once you place this one underneath right here, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal from here. And once you've done this bottom left diagonal right here, we're then going to do two up left diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. And there you go. And once you've done this second up left diagonal, we're then going to place 3 on top. So 1, 2 and 3. And once you place this 3 on top, we're then going to do another left diagonal from here. And there we go. But once you've done this up left diagonal, we're then going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2, just like so. And once you place this 2 on top, we're then going to do another left diagonal from here. And there we go. And once you've done this up left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 on top. And then once you place this 1 on top, we're then going to fly underneath by 1. So back down to this one right here. And we're then going to place 1 going to the left. And there you go. Once we've done this, we're then going to zoom out. So we're going to take our light blue wool. And as you can see, light blue wool is going to go on top of the cyan wool and to the right of it as well on this side. So mark this out. And there we go. So as you can see, light blue wool is going to go all on the outside, and cyan wool is going to go in the inside right there. But we do have one more area to do inside here, so without further ado, let's fly over to our next area inside this section. And we're going to fly all the way to the bottom, and as you can see the very edge chest line coming out to the left right here, we're literally going to be flying all the way down to the bottom, to the very bottom right diagonal that's connecting to the ground right there. So flying all the way to that very bottom right diagonal. And there we go. Once again, as we are in the clothing still, we're using the same colours, so the light blue wool and our cyan wool. And once again, starting with our cyan wool from this very bottom left diagonal right here, we're going to place 6 cyan wool going to the right from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, just like so. And once you place this 6 going to the right from, we're then going to do 8 of left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, just like so. Once you've done this 8th of left diagonal right here, we're then going to place 1 on top of here, and there we go. Once you place this 1 on top, we're then going to do another left diagonal from here, just like so. And we're then going to place another 1 on top, and there we go. Once you place this 1 on top, we're then going to do another left diagonal from here, and there we go. Once done it up left diagonal, we're then going to place another 1 on top of here, just like so. And once you place this 1 on top, we're then going to do another left diagonal. And once you've done this up left diagonal, we're then going to place 3 on top of here. So 1, 2 and 3. And there you go. Once you place this 3 on top right here, we're done with this area, so we're going to zoom out. We're going to take out our light blue wool, and as you can probably already tell, light blue wool is going to go on the right hand side of the cyan wool. And there we go. So then, as you can see, light blue wool is going to go all the rest on the outside, and cyan wool is going to go on the left hand side inside here. And also there actually is one more section to mark that I actually forgot. If we fly over to this pattern at the bottom right here, yes, as you can see this underneath part right here, light blue wool is going all inside there, so we're just going to mark this out nice and quick. And there you go. So then, once we've done this, we're now going to move into the next part. So we're going to move into this part of the clothing coming down right here. We've got a bit of shading to do inside here as well. And for our area that we're going to shade over here, we're going to fly all the way up. And as you can see, if we kind of fly up a bit, As you can see over to the right here on the neck side of things, so the kind of the other outer side of the line of clothing right here. As you see, we do have this kind of part coming out to the neck, so part of the line here, just kind of showing where kind of like the collarbone is. And as you can see, we've got two up left diagonals coming from kind of that line, and we're going to be flying over to that area over here. But we're not going to be flying to the two up left diagonals. And as you can see, we've got 3 2s going up in the up left diagonal direction right here. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to be flying to the first one going up in the up left diagonal direction, which would be that one right there. So we're going to be flying in towards this one right here. Once again, the same blocks as per usual, our light blue wool and our cyan wool. And taking out our cyan wool, for the area that we're going to go off the 2, we're going to go off the top part of the 2, so this part right here. Once we have flown to the top part of the 2, we're going to place one cyan wool going to the left from here. And there we go. As you can see, it's also underneath the second 2 going up in the up left diagonal direction as well. Once we have places one to the left though, right here, we're then going to do 11 up left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, just like so. And once you've done this 11th up left diagonal right here, we're then going to place one going up from here, and there we go. Once you place this one on top right here, we're then going to do 3 up left diagonals from here. So 1, and 2, and 3, and there you go. As you can see, that third up left diagonal connects to the fourth one of this 5 in total going up here. So from the bottom 1, 2, 3, and 4, as you can see, it connects to the right of the fourth one of the 5 black concrete right here. And if it does, that means we've done everything correctly so far right here. So taking out our light blue wool is going to go all underneath the cyan wool. So marking this out right here now. Oh, there we go. And there you go. So as you can see, cyan wool is going to go all up in this section, and light blue wool is going to go all the way underneath, and it's also going to go all the way back up, because as you can see, it does go up here as well. Goes all the way up through that gap, all the way to the top of the ear as well. So light blue wool is literally all inside there as well. Obviously, it's not going inside here because that's the hair, but it is going all the way up that strip there. Once we've done this, we're now going to move over to the next section. So we're probably actually going to leave the neck. We're going to fly over to the right. And continuing on with the clothing, as you can see, we got this piece right here, this section right here. We got a bit of shading to do in here. Literally, when I say a bit, like literally a tiny bit at the bottom. So we're going to fly all the way over to the bottom, and we're going to be flying to the right line, so not the left line, the right line over here. And we're going to be flying all the way to the bottom of it, so all the way to the ground, and there we go. Once you've flown all the way over to the bottom, we're going to take out our cyan wool, and we're going to place 2 cyan wool going to the left from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you place this 2 to the left, we're then going to place 1 on top. And then once you place this 1 on top, we're then going to place 1 going to the right, just like so. And we're then going to place 4 on top of here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there we go. Once we've done this, we're literally done with this area. So we're now going to take out our light blue wool. And light blue wool is going to go on the left hand side of it. There you go. As I said, only literally a little bit of shading. So as you can see, light blue wool is going to go all in the rest. Once we've done this, we're now going to move over to the right inside this section right here. So for the amount of areas that we have to do in this section right here, we have 4 sections to do in here. Which when I say 4, well, 2 of them are kind of just like that area there and that area there over there. But I'll explain that in a second. But we got 2 areas to officially mark out. Actually, no, it is 4. But essentially 2 that's only being shaded. But with that being said, for our first area, we're going to fly over to the left hand side, back to literally the area that we just marked out. So we're actually flying back to this line right here, but we're just going to go off the right hand side this time. So flying all the way back down to this line of the section that we literally just marked out, all the way to the bottom again. Once again, we're going to take out our cyan wool, and once you've taken out your cyan wool, we're going to place 6 going to the right from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just like so. And once you place 6 to the right, we're then going to place 1 on top, and then we're going to fly underneath by 1, so back down to the bottom right corner, and we're then going to place 2 going to the right from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you place 2 to the right, we're then going to zoom out and fly back to the one that we just placed on top. So back to this one right here. And once we've flown back to this point right here, we're then going to do 5 up left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there you go. Once you've done this 5th up left diagonal, we're then done with this area. So taking our light blue wool. Light blue wool is going to go on the right hand side of here. And there we go. So as you can see, cyan wool is going to go into the left, into this gap right here. Light blue wool all on the outside. Once we've done this, we're now going to zoom out. I'm just going to explain the 2 next easiest areas. So we fly above the hair strip right here. As you can see, we've got part of the clothing right here inside this gap. And light blue wool is going all inside there. Also in that 2 gap there, as you can see. So just mark a bit at the bottom here. And there you go. So again, light blue wool inside that section. And then zooming out, flying over to the right at the bottom again. As you can see underneath this pattern right here, we got 2 gap right there. Again, part of the clothing, that's all light blue wool inside there. And there you go. Once we've done this, we're now going to fly over to the right. So now we've got a bit of shading to do with the bottom here. So taking out our cyan wool for our area that we're going to go off right here. As you can see, we got this right pattern, or this pattern at the bottom right here. And I'm actually going to go off here because it's a bit easier to go off. And as you can see, we've got this 5 sticking out right here going to the right. So as you can see, this 5 black concrete going to the right here at the bottom. We're literally going to fly to the very 5th one. So to this one right here, as you can see. And once you've flown to the very 5th one right here, take out your light blue wool and place 1 going underneath from here. Just like so. And then once you place your 1 light blue wool underneath, take out your cyan wool and place 1 going underneath from here. And there you go. Once you place that 1 underneath right there, we're then going to place 2 going to the right from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. And then once you place this 2 to the right, we're then going to do 2 right diagonals from here. So 1 and 2, and there you go. And once you've done the second up right diagonal, we're then going to place another 1 going to the right from here. And there you go. Once you place this 1 to the right here, we're then going to do another right diagonal from here. Just like so. And we're then going to place 1 going to the right from here. And there you go. Once you place this 1 going to the right, we're then going to do another right diagonal from here. Just like so. And we're then going to place another 1 going to the right from here. And there we go. Once you place this 1 to the right here, we're then going to do 11 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, just like so. And once you've done this 11th upright diagonal right here, we're then going to place 1 on top, and then we're going to do 1 upright diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this upright diagonal, we're then done with this area. So then, taking out our light blue wool is going to go on the left hand side of the cyan wool. So mark this out nice and quick. And there we go. So as you can see, cyan wool's go underneath here, and light blue wool on all the rest of the outside. And with that being said, that's everything for this area to be done now. Just one more area for the clothing now. So we're now going to zoom out, and we're going to fly up into this section above the hair here. So as you can see, we got this, oh, I've lost my flight ability, to this strip right here. We're going to be going off here. And for the area that we're going to be going off here, we're going to be flying all the way kind of to the top. And we got this one section sticking out to the right here. And we're going to be going off here. And we're going to go to the top part, so all the way up to here. And to make it easier, as you can see, we got this 4 sticking underneath from the air right here. Well, technically, actually, it's 5 if you include that one. But it looks like 4 sticking underneath. We're actually going to be going off the underneath of there, because it'll be easier to go off there. So just flying to the underneath of here. So as you can see, this piece right here, the 4 black concrete sticking underneath right here from the air. We're going to go underneath this section right here. And we're going to take out our cyan wool. And once you have taken out your cyan wool, we're going to place 4 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there you go. Once you place this 4 underneath right here, we're going to do 2 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. And once you've done a second bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 1 going underneath. And there you go. Once you place this 1 underneath right here, we're then going to repeat this 2 here 4 more times, going in a bottom left diagonal direction from here. So, bottom left diagonal, 1 underneath, that's 1. Another bottom left diagonal, another 1 underneath, that's 2. Another bottom left diagonal, another 1 underneath, that's 3. Another bottom left diagonal, another 1 underneath, and that's 4. And there you go. As you can see, we should have 5 of those 2s in total, going in a bottom left diagonal direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you've got 5 of them, fly back towards the end one. Once you have flown back towards the end one right here, we're then going to do another 2 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. And once you've done the second bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 going underneath. And there you go. Once you place the 1 underneath right here, we're then going to do 3 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3, just like so. And once you've done this third bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 going underneath from here. And there we go. Once you place this 1 underneath right here, we're then going to do 4 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like so. And once you've done this 4th bottom left diagonal, we're going to take our light blue wool. And light blue wool is going to go underneath and to the right hand side of the cyan wool. And there we go. So now that's all the clothing marked out and done. Well, obviously, we've got to fill it all in, but that is everything marked out. So as you can see, cyan wool is going to go up and above there, up and to the right there. And light blue wool is going to go all the way underneath and tied here. Now then, for our final area for today, as we will not be doing the arm, as it is already long enough, which I don't think we're doing the arm anyway. But flying over to the right hand side, we're going to be doing our last 2 pieces, which will be the hair here, and also the sachet down here. So starting off with the sachet, once again, taking out our yellow terracotta and our yellow concrete, flying all the way over towards here. For our area that we're going to go off into the sachet, we're going to fly to, once again, the very up right diagonal from this line that's coming up out of here. So flying all the way to this one up right diagonal right here, flying all the way to here. And once again, once you've flown to this very up right diagonal right here, taking out our yellow terracotta, we're then going to do another up right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once we've done this, we're then going to place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3, just like so. Once you place this third one on top, we're then going to place 1 going to the left from here. And there we go. Once you place this 1 going to the left right here, we're then going to do another left diagonal from here, just like so. And once you've done this up left diagonal right here, we're then going to place 6 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just like so. Once you place this 6th one going to the left, we're then going to do 1 up left diagonal from here, and we're then going to place 1 going to the left from here. And there we go. Once you place that 1 to the left right there, we're now going to take our yellow concrete, and that's going to go on top of the yellow terracotta and to the right of it. And also, I guess, underneath as well there, but marking it out. And there you go. So as you can see, yellow terracotta is going to go all into the left down here, and yellow concrete is going to go on to the right. But there's actually one more section actually to do that I just noticed. We actually do have to do kind of a bottom section over here as well. So we do have one more section to do inside here. So flying all the way to the very bottom left diagonal on the ground right here for our last section actually now. And once you've flown all the way to this very bottom left diagonal connecting to the ground, out of these 7 bottom left diagonals connecting to the ground here, once we have flown to the very bottom one, taking out our yellow terracotta, we're then going to place 2 going to the right from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. And once you place this 2 to the right, we're then going to do 6 of right diagonals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there you go. Once you've done the 6 foot right diagonal, we're literally done with this area. So taking out our yellow concrete is going to go all on the right hand side. And there you go. Also, by the way, that one bottom left diagonal right there, if you can't tell, that is also a yellow terracotta in there because it is part of this section. But there we go, now that is everything marked out for the sachet. And for our final part for today, flying up to the small hairpiece. That's in between the chest area and the arm, as you can see right here. First thing first, starting with our orange terracotta, we're going to start from the very left, so into this small section right here first. Orange terracotta is going to go all inside here, so mark a bit inside here. Or if you want, you can fill all in, as it is nice and quick. And there you go. Then flying over to the right into the middle section. Once again, all orange terracotta inside here. And again, just going to fill it all in. And there you go. And I'm flying over to the third section. Bit of shading to do in here. So we're going to start to the very top into the very up left corner. So to this point right here, starting from here. With our orange terracotta, we're going to place 3 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, and 3, just like so. Once you place 3 underneath, we're then going to do a bottom right diagonal from here. And there we go. Once in this bottom right diagonal right here, we're then going to place 11 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And there you go. Once you place 11 underneath right here, as it's connected on top of this too, that means you've done everything correctly so far. So taking our orange wool, we're going to place the orange wool all on the right hand side of the orange terracotta. And there you go, that's everything done so far. So all we got to do now is shade everything in, unless you've paused the video and filled it in as we're going along. But once we've done this, we're now going to zoom out. So just a quick reminder of all the areas. Orange wool on the right hand side here and there as well. Orange terracotta to the left. We've already filled orange terracotta in both of these sections. Over to here, yellow terracotta inside there and to the left there as well. Yellow concrete all on the outside. Light blue wool is going all up and above, all the way up to there. Going all the way down again, up into these sections. As you can see, it's also going inside there. Already filled it in underneath there. Cyan wool to the right, cyan wool to the left. Cyan wool already marked out to the right there. A light blue wool all on the rest of the outside. Cyan wool is going up there. And light blue wool all underneath. Light blue wool going all underneath here. And going up to this left side up here as well. Cyan wool all up there. Again, snows in each side of these sections as well. Inside there. Already filled that one. In there and there as well. We filled in the light blue wool underneath there. It's all going up in the rest of here as well. Cyan wool inside that section. Inside that section. Oak wood planks inside that section. Cut sandstone all on the outside. Our orange terracotta to the right there. To the right there. Orange wool to the left. Orange terracotta underneath. Orange wool going up. And the yellow terracotta going underneath. And the yellow concrete all on the outside. So without further ado, I'm now going to fly over to the first area that we marked out. So for those that usually know what happens, I'm going to give you 2 options. Your first option is you can have a pause the video right now, and essentially you can fill everything in for yourself and see the end result for yourself and see what it looks like for yourself. Or if you want a reference, so you want to have a look at it all being filled in to make sure you don't go wrong and don't fill into the wrong areas, then you can either pause the video right now. And there we go. So as you can see, right now, I'm going to say this right here at the start, you can pause the video at any point in time if you want to fill in any of those areas for those areas that you need to fill in, that you want to pause for. So again, pause the video at any time while I'm going through this. First thing first, as you can see, we have filled in the yellow terracotta all underneath in this section and all the yellow concrete above and to the left down here. We're now going to zoom out and see the hair as well. And there we go. So as you can see in the top hair piece, we filled in the orange wool going up here and the orange terracotta going down. We've also filled the orange wool to the left or right here and the orange terracotta going to the right. And then all inside this other section, all orange terracotta inside there. Again, pause the video at any point in time that's needed. Now zooming out so we can see all of the arm. As you can see, all the cut sandstone has been filled on the outside and the oak wood planks has all been filled inside that area that we marked out. As you can see with the clothing as well, we just zoom out a bit more so we can see the top pieces there as well. And there you go. As you can see, we have filled in all the cyan wool in all those areas that it's supposed to be filled in. All the snow and the flower patterns and all the light blue wool outside in each and every area that you can see throughout the chest and clothing area. And there we go. There's the full both of them in frame there. And just zooming in a bit more so we can see. As you can see to the right as well, we have filled in the sachet with a yellow terracotta going to the left in the top part, and in the bottom left half as well, and all the yellow concrete on the outside. Zooming up to see that last hairpiece, as you can see we have filled in all the orange ball to the right now, and all the orange terracotta to the left, and we already did the other two pieces. With that being said, that is everything filled in now, and explained, so we're going to zoom out and see everything in frame. And almost there. And there you go, there is now everything in frame. So as you can see, the build is coming along really nicely already. We can already see those colours just popping off, and it's definitely looking really nice, which it took a really long time to fill in these colours. I don't know why, usually it doesn't take that long. I felt like this one took absolutely ages to fill in the colours. Maybe my building was just slow today, I have no idea, but it took so long to fill in that light blue wall going up. But there we go, there is everything done. Once again, if you are enjoying the build so far and you think this build looks awesome, make sure to go and hit that like button. It'd be much appreciated. It helps this video get out there and everything. And also make sure to go and subscribe as well, because again, it helps out, supports the channel a lot, and it means I can bring more new designs like this and more awesome One Piece designs, and even other animes like Naruto as well and other ones. With that being said, that is everything done for today. So with that being said, I will see you in the next one. So without further ado, peace out, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.